Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Mississippi State's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a win.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bulldogs are facing third and inches. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent, and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The option look. Now the pitch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, going RPO in that 2nd down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the 1st or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision making.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
With the catch, it's back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. First and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Red zone defense is tough. You want to make it easier? Get a big sack on 1st down. Nice job by this defense being ready, making the big play.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Knights in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Right on the money. It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. The Knights want to move quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Made a defender miss. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
Touchdown Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The snap sets up to throw. He takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got his man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the...
Intercepted, number 19.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UCF! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going to sling it on second down. He'll take the deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Off the play fake. He's going to fire deep. Touchdown, Knights! And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his...
Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. They want a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Rides to back and leaves it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 78 yards down the field. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hunt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Touchdown Bulldogs! Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Makes the grab down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Working on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Knights headed quickly to the line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job on the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UCF! The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good...
Touchdown, Bulldog! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Knights! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. crank up this drive with the pass. Punch it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw again. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal the game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback